Okay, this is Lake Hamilton, round three, online open, round three, championship round. I got a shot to win. I have some good scores. My first round was a 64, so that's not great. But my second round was a 71, almost a 72. So I guess I have got a shot to win. And I'm recording it just in case I do win. And I have like a really great round. I'll put it on my YouTube channel for everyone to see exactly how I got that 71 round. It was actually 71-11. And if you just watch my map, you'll see the cycle of spots that I'm using. I used three spots. I started out using a spot over there, directly in front of the boat there, on the bank. And I didn't get anything. I tried it a couple times. I didn't get anything. So I decided not to use that spot anymore. Now I use a spot over there. And I use a couple spots down here. It does seem pretty normal that on Lake Hamilton, the big bass, they don't really start biting until like later on sometimes. And I found it really helps to move around, like from spot to spot. It seems to like turn the fish on a little bit. So probably I'll spend a few minutes here, move to spot two, spend a few minutes there, move to spot three. And I just like moving around a lot. But this is my first spot. So there's a couple giant bass here right now, but they're not, that one was not too aggressive. It's a great spot here. I just saw a giant bass in here. It's just a really good hot spot for giant bass. And I guess I'll give myself a rule. Every 10 minutes I'll move. If I don't get anything, I'll move after 10 minutes. You only got 60 minutes. To get 5 giant bass. That's the only problem with a jankelistic swim bait. Like, you can get snagged pretty easy. But it does seem to attract the really large bass, even sometimes from far away. Oh yeah, it looks like maybe 11 or 12. The 12s are decent. They're not bad. Like anything under 12 though is not the most optimal fish. Like 12s, 13s, and 14s. Those are, or I should say, 14s first. You don't ever get a 15. They do exist, but what you're really after are the 14s, in my opinion. Yeah, this is apparently a really big one because it can't even jump. Yeah,
Knick-knack, fatty-whack, give that hog a bone.
a very good fish. So I purpose to spend 10 minutes here. I got one real easy here. So I'll spend the next few minutes here. A 13 is excellent. If I get all five of my fish are 13s, I could win the tournament.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
All right, after this cast, I will move. Yeah, so I don't see any more giants. Now I'm just going across the lake to a spot that was popularized by an old player, Big Timer Jay. This house right here. And I'll be here for 10 minutes. And hopefully catch a big one. I feel like if you catch two very large bass in the first 30 minutes, you're doing fine. You're doing just great. That's good for 30 minutes. You just have to do a little better with the next 30 minutes. You have to get 3 in the next 30 minutes. And you will have 5 giant bass in an hour. That is the hope. That is the task. And after this, I'll show you another one of my hot spots that I found. And it was the spot that gave me a 71-pound round in the last round because I caught over a 14-pounder there. It's just I never seem to have luck starting off the tournament there. Like, first thing in the morning, there's always big bass there, but they never seem to bite first thing in the morning for some reason. I tried starting there twice, and I saw a bunch of big bass, but they wouldn't bite.
Yes. Somebody caught a toad.
Well, he almost landed right in the boat.
Yes. Flippity flop, what do you got?
So no monsters yet. It is possible to catch legendary largemouth bass in here, though. I myself have caught them in here. Matter of fact, I caught the biggest bass on the map in here. During free fishing. That video is on my channel. Another little guy.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
All right, we'll try the tremor shad here. Maybe that'll help spawn in. Changing the lure will help spawn in a really giant bass. But I will give this spot the full 10 minutes. God, it is phenomenal for like giant bass at times. This is one of the best hot spots on the entire map. And it's well known, it's very popular. People have been fishing the tournament here since Big Timer Jay found it and popularized it on his channel. And it is a great spot. Like, I use it myself. I don't stay here the full time because I don't really trust any one spot on Hamilton to give me all 5 fish. I just prefer to move around. I just trust it a little more. Yeah, I don't see any real pigs in here. So I will move in 1 minute here. Probably 2 more casts here and I'll move. Because there's clearly nothing really gigantic here right now. 1 more cast. All right, I don't see anything really big there. So I'll show you my third hotspot, the one where I started. But the big fish here, the big bass, they kept like charging at the lure and then not biting. And that happened over and over and over again. Like, so I don't start there in the morning, first thing in the morning. I started my second hotspot now. But I was starting here because it's just a little closer to the boat dock. Also, it does seem like you get more fish closer to the end of the tournament sometimes. it doesn't seem like first thing in the morning they're all that willing to bite. This is the spot. This is not a very big bass.
Somebody caught a toad.
But if you want to see where I am, I'm just ahead of this tree on this house. I'm just ahead of this tree. Kind of parallel with that little skinny tree in the background. That's where this spot is. And you can catch 14s here. 13s and 14s. But those are my 3 spots. And I have got a 71 11-pound round, 71-pound 11-ounce round using them. All right, I think I might see a big bass in here. I'm going to go after him. Oh, no, he's not big. But you can see this is also a very busy... Oh, my gosh. I quit at the wrong moment there. A fish was coming in, and it looked like it might have been big. All right, there's a big bat, or it looks big. I can't really tell how big, if he's 10 or if he's more like 13 or 14. Oh, yeah, he's enormous. He is enormous. Wow. 14-10, guys.
Give that hog a bone.
Try this spot. It's awesome for the tournament. And get some of your bit. That's about the biggest possible trophy. But I never would have caught that fish if I didn't move out of that second spot. But if you see that a spot is holding like all small fish and there's no real giant bass spawning in like in about 10 minutes, you give the spot about 10 minutes, I would leave to go to the next hotspot if I were you. That's just my own personal opinion. That's how I fish. Like, if a spot does not produce a giant bass, in about 10 minutes. I go to my next hot spot if I have one. Like some of these lakes, like Ray Roberts, I don't have a couple of hot spots. You know, I have like one really good hot spot. And there's a spot nearby that I might be able to pick up a giant bass, but it's not a hot spot. It's just a spot where really giant bass frequent. So I really only have one spot that I trust on Ray Roberts for a bunch of giants. And then next I'm going to do an episode about that, a special episode showing how I would fish the Ray Roberts Online Open, where my spot is, and I'm just going to free fish it during tournament hours. Because the Ray Roberts Online Open is not going on right now. The Hamilton Online Open is going on. But I'd like to do a show showing how I would fish the Ray Roberts Online Open. So I got two of my fish in the first 30 minutes. Guys, that's really normal. A lot of times, the big bass won't even bite until like the first 10 or 20 minutes are up. That's really common. I find sometimes I won't even get a fish for like 10 or 20 minutes sometimes. Because they're there, they're just not biting. I was a little bass. I didn't mean to quit on that bass though. He came in at the last possible second when I was quitting. Oh, is that a big one? By the wall? I can't really tell. No, he doesn't look monstrous now. He's under 10.
Yes. Somebody caught a toe.
All right, now a bunch of bass have shown up.
Not gonna set any records with that one, but it's a solid keeper. Cha-chunk, cha-ching.
So right now, if you count up all the ounces, I have the equivalent of about close to 214s. I'm sorry, 213s. No, 214s. If you count the ounces. So that's pretty good. If I can get three more, I could win the tournament. I don't usually fish like right next to the wall like this. I like pitching a little bit away from the wall. That's where most of the fish seem to be. They're all kind of like right out here. But every once in a while I'll pitch on the wall. Oh my goodness, there's a giant back there. There's a giant. He's a little farther in though. Is that it? No, this is a little guy. This is a little guy. There was a giant bass in there. It looks like him though. That bass was yellow. This one's yellow. This is not the one I wanted though. Or should I say needed?
Not gonna set any records with that one, but at least it's a good, solid keeper.
This has got a heartbeat. It's big. It's big. Yeah. I don't know how big. It could be like 12 pounds. I'm not sure that it's one of my 13s or 14s I need. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a big 14.8.
Gentlemen, we have found Basszilla.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So I'm going to move. And it might seem crazy to some of you that I'm moving after a fish like that and going to another spot. It's that, guys, all of these hot spots, all of them, are well known to be highly competitive. So I don't feel like moving is a real problem. And if anything, it's going to help my chances of running into a giant bass that is active. Now, guys, if I get one more giant bass, I will only then need one more. So perhaps win the Hamilton Online Open. And it might not seem like I'm doing all that great because I only have 3 giants. I have to have 2 more, or I can have a very mediocre round as well. All depending on how the next 25 minutes goes. Boy, it'd be a good time to catch a legendary largemouth bass. It sure would be. That would be perfect timing. Right in the middle of the Hamilton Online Open. That would be awesome. This spot can be a little sketchy sometimes. It's like among the best spots on Hamilton to fish for giant bass, and yet sometimes it can give you not much. So it's kind of a question of what kind of day is it going to be? Is it going to be a day where this spot gives me at least one, or am I going to have to leave soon? I don't have much time. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes, or about 3 more minutes, and but all I've seen here so far is really small bass.
Yes.
So do I really want to wait around for maybe one? I need 2 more big bass, 2 more giants. So do I want to wait around here for maybe perhaps one? Or do I want to save my time and go to the next spot? I know this spot is great. It's good for real giants. I just don't know if it's going to be today, on this day, if it's going to be really highly active. All right, one more cast, and I'm out of here. I only have 20 minutes, so I need one giant for every 10 minutes now. Absolutely have to have them. That could be big. I can't really tell if it's big. It doesn't look that big to me. Maybe like a 10 pounder, maybe. But now there are some bigger bass showing up. So I'm going to cast out again. Because I really desperately need a giant bass. Like a 13 or a 14. It's got a heartbeat. I can't really tell if it's good or not. I didn't see like really big bass in here though. I think it's probably an 11 or a 12. Could I honestly be that lucky to catch a 13 or a 14 with 20 minutes remaining? It can't even jump out of the water. It's probably pretty large.
Yes.
Yeah.
Check out the
It's
green
absolutely gigantic. At 14 pounds. Now I got 20 minutes to catch one more. Guys, that's about the biggest possible trophy. There are 15s and there are 15s on Hamilton, but you never catch them during the tournament. Always during free fishing, but never during the tournament. The biggest trophy you get during the tournament is about a 14-10. But I think you see that moving around a lot did make a big difference. Like, I caught all my fish very quickly. And moving around was a big positive for me. Using 3 spots instead of 1 or even 2, really. All right, now I'm going to use these 2 spots here. I'm not going back up north because it's just easier to alternate these spots. I think it's a little more time effective to not go up there anymore. I mean, it takes seconds to get up there. It's not really that big of a problem. But I believe I can get my last giant here. We're at the last spot. And every minute you save sometimes counts. But once again,
You're gonna have a few competitive
I went to the
travelers
far
like that,
northern spot
Joe.
about 30 minutes in. About 30 minutes in, I did visit that far northern spot and I did get my 14 pounder. Again, that spot gave me a big fish before, about halfway through the competition. I went up there about halfway and I got a 14 pounder both times I tried that. Come on, legendary largemouth bass. Hey guys, I should tell you, I have seen Davey here. I have seen Davey here, and I almost caught him. He bit during the last seconds of my Elite Series video, but I didn't have time to bring him in. So I missed Davey on video. It looks like there might be some big bass in here right now. All I need is one more. I don't know where they all went, but they were just in here. Ooh. It could be a big one. I can't really tell. Guys, this is an excellent strategy. I tried a couple other strategies before this, and ever since I tried this strategy, starting here and then going to Big Timer J, and then going to the far north, every time I have done that, like about 30 minutes in, then going up north, I have caught 5 giant. Like I had maxed out my bag. Both times I tried this, no,
Ladies and
it's a
gentlemen,
12. It's a 12.5. I thought it would be better than that, like a 13 or a 14. For some reason, it looked bigger than that. I just think you kind of got to do all 5 fish have to be 13s or 14s to really have a shot at winning. $12. Every spot has given me a 14. So I really don't know where to go or what to do right now. I'm just kind of winging it. I don't really want to win on Big Timer Jay's spot because that is his spot. Not technically one I found. I found this one. I have videos about finding this spot. Come on, Davey or someone. It's got a heartbeat. What is it? It's way out there. What is it? Come on, be a big bass. Don't waste my time. Be something good. It's not really very quick, which is a good sign. Looks like a very large largemouth bass. Oh, he kind of jumped. He kind of jumped. That means he's small. He's around 10 pounds.
There has been a Basswatch sighting.
Ooh. I can't tell how big. Oh, it looks like another 10 or 11. Yeah, another 10 or 11. But there are big trophy bass. So I'm probably going to spend the next 10 minutes here. Wow, a
Check out the
13.
green beast from beneath.
Okay, guys, that's excellent. Now I have about a 70, almost a 70-pound round, which is about as good as you can possibly do. The best players do like 71. On their best day, they do like a 71. I'm strongly considering moving to the far northern spot. But every pound counts, and that could be like, I mean, that takes a full minute to get up there. That could be a tournament losing decision. Like if I didn't catch a 14 while I was up there. Oh, what the heck? I'm happy with my score, honestly. My other video on Hamilton round 2, I do a 71 pound, 11 ounce round. So it's very similar though. I mean, I do essentially the same thing as I did here. But this is among the best hotspots in the game up here. And I spent the least amount of time here. So I'm going to give it the next 7 minutes or so. Hoping for a 14-10 or something like that. Something incredible. Oh, I didn't mean hotspots in the game. I mean, it's among the best hotspots on this entire map. This spot right here is up there with the best spots. Big Timer Jay's spot. The spot across from that. This spot here is on the level with those spots. It's not the easiest spot to locate. I use this big tree, and it's like kind of ahead of that tree a bit. But let's see if we can get a real busy view of it. Just look at all the bass, and this is another trophy bass in here. It's got a heartbeat. It's not a big one, but it's a trophy bass, you know. It's like the first thing I catch when I'm here is a trophy largemouth, you know, a 10-pound trophy largemouth. That definitely should tell you something.
Yes. Big fish, and no whammies.
Well, I would be very happy with this round if I don't catch another 13 or 14, because I did catch 3 over 14 and 2 over 13. So I can hardly have done better unless I got like 5 14s or 4 14s and a 13. That's the only way I could have improved.
Not gonna set any records with that one.
Come on, giant bass.
Solid keeper.
4 minutes to bring in a giant bass. Can I solidify my championship victory by getting another pig or a legendary? Catching a legendary largemouth bass right now would probably seal my victory. Maybe it might seal my victory. I did have like a very small first round. My first round was a 64. So I tried something totally different from this, and I didn't move around as much. And I did much worse. I got 64 from giving spots a lot more time. Then I decided I was going to move around more and give each spot less time. And I did much, much better. Come on, big, giant, largemouth bass. Big 1410. That's what I need. Guys, I could hardly have done better, though. 3 over 14, 2 over 13. I mean, you just got to be happy with that. I mean, that's a great round. If I don't do any better than this, I will have had a very, very solid round. And this is my first attempt, so I'm very happy. I don't know how I could have done better. I gave it my all. I got 5 giants. I just about maxed out my bag.